Minister, how long have we been talking about insurance in Leinster House and in the Dáil? How many years have passed when PMBs and motions and discussions and debates and questions and hot air have been produced en masse on the issue of insurance in Ireland? And what level of actual reform has happened in that intervening time? And it is one of the most frustrating things about being an elected representative in the Dáil over the last 10 years is to measure the level of conversation and talk about the issue of insurance and then compare that against the actual reform that's happened. Any reform that's happened over the last number of years with regards to insurance from Fianna Fáil or Fine Gael has been absolutely minimal. There is a reluctance, a resistance amongst those two parties in tackling this particular sector. And I laugh when I hear people talk about, Fine Gael being the party of the free market. The fact of the matter is, Fine Gael is the party of the dysfunctional market. Right through Irish society, there are market after market. I can think of the beef industry, I can think of the housing industry, I can think of the insurance industry, that are absolutely dysfunctional. There's nothing free about how they function whatsoever. And Fine Gael have stood over the dysfunction in the insurance industry for years and years at a massive cost. And I think that the instinct amongst Fine Gaelers at the moment, especially around insurance and those other sectors, is a laissez-faire attitude. There is an instinct in those political parties to sit on their hands and not interfere with those sectors, even if it is to reform them so they do operate properly. So we have, as a result, a situation where hundreds and thousands of businesses, just before the pandemic hit, were at the edge of existence as a result of price gouging by insurance companies. Businesses unable to function. Everything else of those businesses was working okay. They had good customer relationships, they had good products, they had good marketing, they had good communications, and they were turning decent turnovers. But the price hikes that happened within insurance were eye-watering, Minister. I know of businesses in my own constituency that had insurance 1 year of €2,000, had then had a hike up to €15,000, or insurance of €30,000 that saw it hiked up to €150,000. And at the same time, the government stood idly by and would not interrupt that particular behaviour. And the subject of today's bill, which is the idea where it turns business loyalty on its head, where it says the more loyal you are to an insurance company, the more we will profiteer from you, the more we will gouge from you. If you're an older person, we will take advantage of that, and we will make sure that we take more money out of your pocket. And as a result of that, we see insurance companies make massive profits over the last number of years. I want to pay tribute to the Peter Boland and the Alliance for Insurance a group as well. Sometimes success has many fathers, and we hear many of them claiming ownership of reform in insurance here today. But the truth of the matter is, it's people like Peter Boland who have done massive work right around the country trying to bring this issue to the centre of the political debate and make sure that it's heard. And I want to pay tribute to people such as Peter Boland today. Also, Aontú have been holding public meetings around the country, raising this issue year after year, and along with our colleagues in the regional group, we brought about the anti-perjury PMB, the idea that perjury should be illegal in courts, something that the government wouldn't tackle at the time. Just in the last few minutes I have remaining, there is recently a High Court win, thankfully, for businesses, most especially pubs, in relation to business interruption insurance. Think about that for example. Insurance company, taking money off pubs and then not willing to pay them when that issue of business interruption happened. Incredibly, today, FBD are looking to shut down the insurance and Pension Ombudsman's office from investigating cases that have been brought to that Ombudsman's office. It's like a consumer protection body looking to be shut down by a private insurance company. It's absolutely scandalous. And then we have, on the 20th of February, we have a decision with regards guidelines for payouts in future. I hear that the judges are mobilising against it, and I would caution the government not to go down that route. Irish payouts are already out of sync with international payouts in a range of different areas, and there needs to be guidelines.